Hello, this is Steve Beaumont from Steve Beaumont Live and Be a Leader blog posts. If you've been following my blog posts recently, you'll see that I've been doing some short videos on what it's like to learn to use video for promoting self, product or brand across social media. With our phones and our tablets, we have some amazing equipment in our hands to be able to create some exciting videos. But today, I wanted to come along to a professional studio and meet Adam Brown of OliBo Media to pick up some hints and tips to pass on to you. So Adam, tell me a little bit about yourself and OliBo Media.
Okay, my name is Adam Brown and I'm the Managing Director and Founder of OliBo Media. We mainly provide promotional media for our clients through the use of video, music production and photography.
Thank you, Adam. Now, what do you think are the first skills that people need to learn in the use of video for self-promotion?
I think the first things that people need to learn are to be able to look at the camera for a start, to not feel awkward, to feel as natural as they possibly can, and to probably treat the camera as if looking at another person. A lot of people avoid looking into the camera and will look anywhere but into the camera. This will make your viewer lose attention and will make your viewer look away and probably skip to the next video. So your best thing to do is to make sure that you interact, you don't look awkward, and also make sure that you frame the shot so that you are the main thing within the shot. You don't want loads going on in the background. So that's interesting, Adam. So tell me a little bit more about framing. Framing is how you are positioned within the picture. If you are too low down within the picture and your camera is facing up, if there's loads of things in the background, i.e. colours or I saw in one of your videos how there was trees moving and things like that, that can be quite distracting for a viewer watching. If you are the main thing within the screen, the viewer can only look at you, therefore they're interacting with everything that you say and they feel more like it's a conversation.
Thank you, Adam. So what is the importance of a smile? Should we smile or should we leave smiling out a little bit?
I think, again, the thing is to make it look as natural as possible. So if people, when you're having a conversation and it's a natural conversation, somebody might smile because they're referencing something. They might smile because they want you to feel warm and they want you to feel engaged. On the other side of that, if somebody smiles all the way through a conversation, it can feel a little off-putting. It can feel a little bit, it can make you nervous because that means almost that they're not being genuine. So therefore, putting the odd smile into while you're speaking to the camera, again, it's just making it natural. It makes people feel engaged, it makes people feel warm, therefore they're more likely to interact with what you're saying.
The next point, Adam, is body language. How important is body language to be considered in making these videos?
I think body language is very, very important because if somebody appears in the picture being very, very closed up or closed, very tight, very, very withdrawn, again, it makes the viewer feel that way. Something that we do, I think, a lot in life is if somebody is sat very, very relaxed when they're talking to you, we relax. We almost mirror what they're doing. And it makes us feel more relaxed. So if somebody, again, in the frame is looking very uneasy about being there, the viewer will, of course, as well. So it's very important that we do appear to be as relaxed as possible, but at the same time, not with our feet up on the desk and looking like we don't really care about what we're saying.
Thank you, Adam. Now, another point that comes up to mind there is speaking slowly important? Does that help people become more relaxed?
Again, I keep saying it, but I think the main thing is that you appear as natural as possible. I think that's the whole thing, is that if you speak at a normal pace that you would normally speak in a conversation, people are more likely to absorb everything that you're saying. If you sound too much like it's contrived and that you've thought too much about what you're saying, the viewer's likely to switch off because, again, it's not coming back to looking natural.
Now moving on to length of video, Adam. What do you think the average length of video for these type of promotions should be?
I think when you first start out and you're trying to get an audience and you're trying to talk, then you're looking at trying to make it quite short to begin with. So probably I'd say about a minute. You need to introduce yourself and you need to get people interested in what you're going to be talking about, but not also talking too much. In the beginning, it's about building credibility. It's about the viewer learning whether or not they like you, deciding whether or not they want to hear about what you've got to say. Over time, as with normal relationships, as you talk more and more, you find more to talk about, and also more interest, and you listen more to what they're saying. So I think the important thing is to start off relatively small and build on it.
Another question, Adam. Where does confidence come into actually giving you the ability to extend the video length?
I think the confidence will come quite naturally. I noticed again with your videos, when you did your own videos, from the beginning when you're very conscious of what you're doing, you find it really hard to talk, you find it really hard to work out what you're going to say, and you find it really hard to work out what your delivery is going to be. Over time, confidence will just naturally develop because you're becoming more and more used to speaking to camera, and that will become very evident on screen, and you will find more to talk about just for the simple fact that you're relaxed.
Now, the final question, Adam. What do you think my initial content should be?
In the beginning, it is all about introducing yourself. A viewer will make up their mind so quickly on whether they like you or they don't. You need to also make sure that early on the viewer knows what it is you're going to be talking about. Create the theme for what your videos or your blogs are going to be about. Put a little bit of information in about what you're going to be saying, but not too much that the viewer then thinks that all you're going to be talking about is that. You need to make sure that they find something to like about you personally, as opposed to just what your content's going to be.
Thank you, Adam. That's been really interesting, and those are great points that have been made today by Adam in looking at how we use video for social media. And what I'd like to just end this video on is please check in with the Steve Beaumont Live blog, because Adam Brown of OliBo Media will be helping us develop future video techniques in learning how to use video for social media. Thank you. So once again, I'd like to thank Adam and his team for giving their time in helping me create this video to give you some insights in what it's like to create a video for social media. I hope you've gained some skills, and I hope you've gained some new thoughts of how you can use these tricks for yourself. So please follow Steve Beaumont Live and Be a Leader blogs through 2015, and thank you.